Welcome to Bad North Boot Camp. In this series of videos, I'm going to deepen my understanding of Bad North by systematically attempting harder and stranger challenges, and letting the Vikings break me until I can no longer be broken. I likely will not always beat a challenge I'm attempting. I may mostly fail horribly, slaughtered by the invaders to a man. But I will learn, I will grow, and I hope you will join me. Today we'll be starting a single class run. The idea behind single class runs is to perfect strategies for countering enemies with a given type of class. Can you survive enemy archers when all you have is pikemen? How do you fend off berserkers when you can only use archers? Are infantry the best class? Answering these questions allows us to think about mixed unit tactics more creatively. The rules are simple. We can only use militia and units of one class of our choice. Militia, by the way, are the units with swords but no shields that you start the first island with. So, if archers are our class of choice, we can't upgrade militia to infantry or pikemen. And we can only pick up archer units. We have to leave everyone else behind. If we visit an island with an illegal local commander, we flee without them. We're not going to be making a habit of even doing that much, because it's almost pointless. Starting us off, we're going to be doing the Archers Only run. One of my personal favorites, and one I've actually beaten on easy mode, today we'll be doing the run on normal difficulty. Let's see how we fare when the only melee units we can use are militia. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. So, I'm going to be doing it on normal. So, let's... Right, so... The interesting thing about the Archers Only run is that you kind of have to figure out better ways to use archers. What I mean by that is people tend to think of archers in Bad North when they start out as sort of like they see the description of archers are not very good against melee units and they think, oh, you're supposed to keep them away from melee units, therefore you want to get them on high ground and, you know, do all that. Except that isn't actually quite... doesn't really work quite like that. It's a little bit weird. You'll see a lot of this as we go forward, but basically the thing about archers is that they're actually really good while your enemy is still in the boats. As long as they don't have boats of their own, they're completely helpless while they're in the boats. Like, if we had archers right there, we would have completely decimated those guys before they even landed. They wouldn't have had a chance to attack a single one of us. That is not exactly what happened, because we don't have archers right now, but it's what's going to happen. You'll see what I mean, but basically, the key to the Archers Only run is all about initiative, all about meeting the enemy before the moment you can, before they get onto land. Because once they get onto land, you're kind of at their mercy, a little bit. So, that's mainly what we're going to be doing, is trying to get our archers and make sure they have what they need to succeed. And of course, obviously, I'm starting out with militia here. As I explained, militia are legal to use in the run because they're relatively weak. And while we're going to be using them to support our archers at the beginning, they won't be doing much after that. They won't be able to do much after that. We're going to be leaning on our archers once we have archers. Although there is some interesting stuff going on there still. Again, we are going to be using the militia a little bit to support our archers at the beginning. Alright. So I'm just going to focus on getting through the first couple islands here and provide commentary as I think of it. Alright. No. This is the better play. Oh, jeez. Well, it worked out. Yeah. I was afraid of that knockback there, but I figured it'd be fine, and it kind of was. Got knocked around a little bit, but they're fine. Alright, so, first real decision of the run. Fugloy or Lismore. So Fugloy is an item, and that is going to be useful to buff up our militia unit, possibly. Yeah, we definitely want to grab that item. Yeah, no problem with that. So let us deploy. And... Okay. Doing some work. Yeah, I like that. Kind of surrounding them, right? Oh. There we go. One of our units got a little bit up there. I'm gonna do this, maybe? I think this is like the last wave. No, wait. Last wave might still be incoming. There we go. Hey! Ah, yes. Final wave incoming now. Okay. So, once again, in effect, I might even go like that. Yeah, okay. There we go. Oh, hey. There we go. Okay. So, now we're gonna finally get our archers here. In fact, we have a lot of money. I didn't actually count that up, but yeah, we're gonna have archers, and we're gonna have almost another archer. Oh, that's one thing. Do we want to try and get a stronger archer, or... Ooh, we might want to do that, actually. So, the reasoning here is that a stronger archer will be able to do a lot more... have a lot more accuracy and more power and damage in general, or rate of fire, I should say. They only do more damage, they already do a ton of damage. But basically, in focusing on getting one archer upgraded a lot to start off, we will have a better time of it, because we'll still have a militia unit wandering around. Not wandering around. We'll still have a militia unit sitting around to mop up any remaining, basically to act as a buffer between the enemy and our archers if the archers can't quite take everyone out. Or if we get shield units, for example. Because we can't really deal with shield units until we get decent archers. Right now we kind of have relatively poor archers, which, you know, archers are still good, but they're going to struggle a little bit with shielded units until we get them up to better levels. And you'll kind of see why as we go along. I think I'm going to give the Warhammer... I mean, they're all going to be archers, right? The question is, do I want... I think I'm actually going to give the Warhammer to this guy. I know it's concentrating a lot of the wealth into one place, but I don't know, it's the very beginning. I feel relatively comfortable doing that. I think it's going to be fine. Alright, so now we have an archer to play with, and I can kind of show you what I mean when I say we have that initiative thing that we want to do. We want to basically meet the enemy as they're coming in, so we can start knocking them out immediately. Instead of, if they were up here, for example, we would be waiting for them to come, and we might only get off like one or two volleys rather, before they landed and we had to deal with them from there. Ooh. And now we have... Okay, so this is a time where I might want them to be up here to rain down on the enemies. Kind of try... Basically, they're going to be distracting the shield units while they're going to melee. So that... So, for example... Yeah, that guy just got killed by an arrow. So, while they're fighting melee, they're vulnerable to archers. And while they're blocking against archers, they're vulnerable to melee. And I do really want to bring these guys back down here. In fact, I kind of doubt I even should have brought them up to the cliff. Bam! See, there you go. They landed and they almost started coming out, but we basically nailed them right then. That being said, I'm thinking I'm going to keep the archers down here while the militia units fight. Basically to try and knock these guys out. Yeah, there we go. Alright. And we're doing pretty good. So that 7, that volley upgrade is going to be pretty nice. Although, I am wondering... I could go either way, really, but I think the main thing is just going to be... I think I'm going to start going for this guy, get that volley upgrade, and... Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, we're also going to have let's see. Yeah, let's grab that. So we're also going to have another militia unit to work with here. So let's see what we can do with that. We have the volley upgrade here, we have the Warhammer. Again, it's a little bit of concentration of abilities all in one place, but... where are they coming? They are coming right... Looks like they're going to be landing there. Okay. So with that in mind, I might try and do this. Yeah, okay. Alright, so... And again, mainly what I'm looking for here is just to have the archers be able to knock out a couple guys while they're trying to fight in melee. And also to make sure the shield guys are going a lot slower than they usually would be, so that the melee guys have more time to fight them off, basically. Alright, that wasn't necessarily the best best way to handle that, but it turned out alright. And now we're going to want to take out as many of these little recruits as we can. And we almost got all of them. Yeah, basically all but one of those we got with an arrow, which is kind of what we're looking for. Our militia units really aren't very strong, and we want to be supporting them with the archers as much as possible. There we go. I think this is going to work best. Hey. A distraction. Alright, so they're coming in there. Alright. Yeah, alright. Doing pretty good. So, 6. Alright, who do we give these last 2 coins to? I think, actually... I think they're gonna go to Portia, yeah. Apologize for the coughing, by the way. I'm still a little bit sick. So, yeah. Alright. More archers. Can't possibly go wrong. Alright, so...